Good morning, all of you. Today we continue the reduction reactions, and we will finish the reduction reactions. Okay. So almost it is a third day to discuss the reduction reactions. So reduction reactions are very important. Okay. Yesterday we completed lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, and diborane, dipole H. Okay, and lithium borohydride. So lithium aluminum hydride reduce all type of functional groups, and sodium borohydride reduce only aldehydes, ketones, acidic halides, and lithium borohydride that's somewhat more reactive than the sodium borohydride. So that can reduce the esters also. So generally you know that reactivity of the carbonyl compounds and acid derivatives towards towards nucleophile attacking. The first one, the aldehyde is more reactive, and next first the acid halides are more reactive, next aldehydes, ketones, and then anhydrides and esters. Okay, so with the lithium borohydride, esters also reduced. And next here diborane is a very specific reason for the reduction of the carboxylic acids and amides. So of course that can reduce aldehydes, ketones also, but very specific for the acids and amides. With the diborane, esters and the acidic halides are not reduced. Okay. And then dipole H, the isobutyl aluminum hydride, that reduce. That means it is useful for the partial reduction. Aldehydes are reduced to alcohol, ketones are reduced to alcohols, acidic halides, esters, cyanides, amides, all these are reduced to aldehydes. It is a partial reduction. This the reaction, that means reduction reaction with the dipole H must be carried out at low temperature of minus 75 degrees centigrade. That's why that is also another reason to get the partial reduced products. Okay. So now here, and next finally we will discuss that metal and H2. That means a nickel, platinum, palladium in that means H2 in the presence of nickel, platinum, palladium. That also reduce aldehydes to ketones. Aldehydes to alcohols, ketones to alcohols, and acidic halides also reduced to alcohols, but not esters, amides, and cyanides. Okay, so in this case, now here let us discuss some specific reactions. Okay, so generally this is acrolein, C double bond O H. This is acrolein. Okay, this compound is acrolein compound. Now here H2 nickel. With H2 nickel, let's suppose this double bond as well as functional group also reduced. Okay, double bond as well as functional group also reduced. Now first suppose lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride NaBH4. This double bond is not reduced, just aldehyde is reduced. Okay, with lithium aluminum hydride, double bonds are not generally not affected. So this is the allyl alcohol. This is allyl alcohol. Now another specific reagent, H2 palladium carbon, that reduce only double bond. That reduce only double bond. Aldehyde remains unaffected. Propanol. This is propanol. This is propanol. This is propanol. Okay. H2 palladium carbon, that only double bonds are reduced but not functional group. With lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, only functional group but not double bond. With H2 nickel or platinum, so here double bond as well as functional groups are also reduced. Okay. So in this case generally, so H2 nickel is there, so both are reduced, but specific మీకు ఇలా మెన్షన్ చేసి here H2 nickel low temperature, H2 nickel low temperature, here double bond is reduced, here H2 nickel high temperature, both double bond and functional group also reduced. Okay, so generally H2 nickel is there without temperature in mention, so you can reduce the double bond as well as functional group. But specifically, if given like this low temperature and high temperature, so you can follow this method. Okay, that's it. But here in one specific example, this is cinnamaldehyde. This one is the cinnamaldehyde. This cinnamaldehyde and reduction with lithium aluminum hydride. In this case, double bond is reduced. CH2, 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 OH. Okay. And now with sodium borohydride, double bond is not reduced. With sodium borohydride, double bond is not reduced. CH, double bond CH, bond CH2, OH. Okay. One specific example is okay, very very important. So frequently you will face this question in your worksheets and different examinations. So your double bond is reduced with lithium aluminum hydride, but with sodium borohydride this double bond is not reduced. Okay, so very specific reaction is. Okay, so remember this one. With lithium aluminum hydride, so double bond is reduced. With sodium borohydride, double bonds are not reduced. Just aldehyde is reduced to alcohol. Okay, so that's it. So right now. Okay, so one more reaction. C double bond of H, H2 palladium carbon. So double bond is not reduced, but not functional. H2 palladium carbon. With lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride, double bond is not reduced, but your aldehyde is reduced to alcohol. That's it. That is H2 nickel, both double bond as well as functional group also reduced. Okay? So right answer. So next, another one. So you know this Lindlar catalyst. Lindar's catalyst. So with the Lindlar catalyst, alkynes are reduced. H2, palladium, barium sulfate. This is the Lindlar catalyst. This is the Lindlar catalyst. We get the cis alkene. You know this Lindlar catalyst. We studied in alkene stuff. You get the cis 2-butene. Okay, H2 palladium barium sulfate. That is the Lindlar catalyst. Okay. So now here, the one specific reaction is there, that is Rosenmund reduction. That's Rosenmund reduction. This Rosenmund reduction means the conversion of acidic halides. The conversion of acidic halides with Lindlar catalyst into aldehydes. Okay, conversion of acidic halides into aldehydes. So very specific reason. Rosenmund reduction means here conversion of acidic halides into aldehydes in the presence of the Lindlar catalyst. Okay, in the presence of Lindlar catalyst. For suppose this benzoic acid. Okay, benzoic acid on treating with SOCl2, OH replaced by the Cl. OH replaced by the Cl. Now this one treating with the Lindlar catalyst. Okay, Lindlar catalyst, that acidic halide converted to aldehyde. That means here this is the benzoyl chloride. This is benzoyl chloride, and this is benzaldehyde. Okay. Of course, it is a partial reduction. Like a diol H. Okay. For example, here this component treating with the diol H. So same product, partial reduction. Okay, benzaldehyde.
So, but here conversion of acyl halides into aldehydes with the Lindlar catalyst is known as the Rosenman reduction. Okay. So, first suppose here this one is the previous bit. This one treating with H2 palladium barium sulfate. Okay. Acyl halide is converted to aldehyde. This alkane is converted to cis alkane. So, like this here. Double bond, cis one, and CH2, CH2. There are already CH2, here CH2, next here double bond over here, H. That is the product. Okay, it is converted to aldehyde, and this alkane converted to alkene, cis alkene. Okay, so here a hydrogen, here hydrogen. So that is the Rosenman reduction. Conversion of acyl halides into aldehydes is the Rosenman reduction. With the Lindlar catalyst, alkynes are converted to cis alkene. Okay, that's right. Next, Stephen reduction. Stephen reduction. Stephen reduction is nothing but conversion of alkyl cyanides SnCl to HCl followed by hydrolysis, conversion of acyl halides into aldehydes. Okay, conversion of acyl halides into aldehyde. Sorry, conversion of cyanides to aldehydes. Okay, of course here Sn plus 4. Okay, it is a plus 2 now. That is converted to plus 4. It means it is oxidizing. So it is a reducing agent. So cyanides are reduced to aldehydes. Cyanides are reduced to aldehydes by the SnCl. SnCl is the reducing agent here. So that is oxidizing. Sn plus 2, Sn plus 4. Okay. So in this case here, first of all here HCl. The nitrogen has non-bonding electrons, so protonation takes place. So Rc triple bond NH plus. Now these pi electrons accepted by the nitrogen. So this one carries a positive charge. So Cl minus attacks on this one. So RCl. Okay. So here double bond NH. Okay. Actually here, of course, if this Cl is not bonding with the carbon. If this Cl minus is not bonding with the carbon. So this is imine cation. This is imine cation. Okay. By the protonation of this cyanide, we will get the imine cation. Now here, this imine cation, this one Sn plus 2. Sn plus 2. Here, tin donates furtherly 2 electrons. Okay. Sn plus 2 converted into Sn plus 4 by donating 2 electrons. By gaining 1 electron, that becomes a radical. By gaining another electron, becomes a negative. By gaining 2 electrons, the carbon becomes a negative. Okay, now here, this one on treating the HCl, that is converted to completely imine compound. Completely imine compound. This one on hydrolysis. On hydrolysis means here oxygen, here H. That means here aldehyde plus NH3. Okay, aldehyde plus NH3. Here in this case Cl minus, here Cl minus, and Sn plus 4. So what is the product here? Sn Cl4 and side product is ammonia also. Okay? That's it. So simply a mechanism is not necessary. Just here cyanides are converted to aldehydes. Cyanides are converted to aldehydes with SnCl to HCl followed by hydrolysis. This reaction is known as the Stephen reduction. Okay? This reaction is known as the Stephen reduction. So this is the methyl cyanide. This is methyl cyanide. Or what is the IUPAC name for cyanides? Alkane nitride. How many carbons here? 2 carbons. So ethane nitride. Ethane nitride. This one in Stephen reduction. In Stephen reduction, gives acetaldehyde. C double bond O H gives acetaldehyde. For example, this one. CH3, CH3, Cl2, H. What is the product here? Free radical substitution reaction. CH2, Cl. Now this one reading with KCl. Cl is replaced by the Cn. Now here, Stephen reduction. Stephen reduction. So that is converted to aldehyde. Okay, that is one conversion. Okay, is it? So Stephen reduction, very simple. Just remember, cyanides are converted to aldehydes. This is the real. Okay, close the non reduction, Stephen reduction. Okay, right. Okay, next reduction, BOU, PEULD, Bovard blank reduction. Okay, Bovard blank reduction. So here in this case, the same one, aldehydes on treating with sodium and alcohol. Okay, ethyl alcohol, suppose. This is converted to alcohol. Okay. Now here, ketones on treating with sodium and alcohol, it is converted to secondary alcohol. Okay, secondary alcohol. And esters are also reduced to alcohol plus R dash OH. Okay, and the cyanides are reduced to RCH2 NH2. The cyanides are reduced to RCH2 NH2. Okay, it's important reduction. This important reduction reaction, Bovard blank reduction. This is given in NCERT textbook also. Okay, it's given in NCERT textbook also. Aldehydes are converted to alcohols, ketones are converted to alcohols, and the esters are converted to alcohols. Cyanides also converted to amides. Okay, so it's sodium and alcohol. It's sodium and alcohol. So generally here, for suppose I am writing this example, this acetaldehyde on treating with alcohol, generally it is converted to ethyl alcohol. So actually here mechanism is based on the sodium lose one electron. Sodium can lose one electron. So this electron attacks on this positive charged carbon. So here general game is CH3 C O minus H here plus. That positive charged carbon by gaining of the one electron becomes a radical. Okay, becomes radical. Now actually here this O minus accepts the proton from alcohol. So CH3 OH here H radical. Again here sodium lose another electron. So this electron combines with radical. So here CH3 OH H, that becomes a negatively charged carbon. Now this negatively charged carbon accepting the proton again. That accepting the proton from alcohol becomes a alcohol. Okay? So that is a complete reduction. Because here mechanism is not necessary. So all these reduction reactions only ethyl monohydrate, sodium monohydrate mechanism, of course same, but with those reagents only mechanism is required. But with all reagents here mechanism is not necessary. Just remember the product. Aldehyde, alcohol. Ketone, alcohol. Ester, alcohol. Okay? So writing product is very simple. Okay? That's it. Okay, important this one, Bovard blank reduction. So here let us try to write the products of these reactions. This is the ester. This ester with sodium ethyl alcohol. Ester sodium ethyl alcohol. So then what is the product? CH3. This one becomes a CH2OH plus EtOH. This one becomes ethyl. For example here, C triple bond N. This one sodium ethyl alcohol, that is converted to CH2NH2. It is a reduction reaction. Okay? Bauer and Brandt reduction. Okay, better.
So we will discuss some more reactions. So actually here, this one, ethyl chloride, sodium tetrahydrofuran. Okay, sodium tetrahydrofuran. Which reaction is which reaction? CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay. Now here, sodium and alcohol is a solvent. Alcohol is a solvent. Then what is the product here? CH3, CH3. Okay. That the Cl replaced by the hydrogen. How this reaction takes place? CH3, CH2Cl. Here actually sodium donates electron. So by loss of Cl minus, sodium donates electrons. So CH3, CH2 radical. Okay, CH3, CH2 radical. And now another electron is transferred from the sodium. It becomes CH3, CH2 minus. Now here, this one accepts the proton from the alcohol, ROH. There is a proton source actually. There is a proton source. But in case of the sodium tetrahydrofuran, this tetrahydrofuran is not a proton source. What is the structure of THF? Tetrahydrofuran. It is not a proton source. There is no acidic hydrogen. If there is acidic hydrogen, this radical converted to carbanium, this carbanium accepts the H plus, so converted to CH3, CH3, ethane. If this proton source is absent, okay, if proton source is not there in the reaction mixture, then here the two radicals are combined each other. Okay, two radicals are combined each other. That means here in this case CH3, CH2Cl, this is converted to CH3, CH2 plus Na plus. So a loss of Cl minus. So this CH2 plus gains one electrons and becomes a radical. So now here two radicals are combined. So CH3, CH2, CH2. That's it. So it's a good reaction actually. Okay. Sodium in alcohol. So this is actually name by carbanium converted to a proton source in the converted. So that is converted to ethane. Okay. Yes. Okay, next, first suppose CH3, CH2Cl. This one I am treating with LiAlH4. LiAlH4. Here, this one is a hydrate donor, H minus donor actually. Okay, you know this one, H minus donor. So Cl minus replaced by the H minus. So CH3, CH3. First suppose secondary halide, CH3Cl. Here, CH3. So this is also same. CH3, CH2, CH3. That's it. Cl minus replaced by the H minus. Okay. Now CH3, Cl, CH3. Now LiAlH4. So generally with lithium aluminum hydrate, what is the solvent? Tetrahydrofuran is the solvent. So here it is a which type of reaction? Actually it is a substitution reaction. Cl minus replaced by the H minus. Here H minus is strong nucleophile. This hydrogen has a more negative charge and solvent is a non-polar solvent, sorry, aprotic solvent. So this one is a SN2 type reaction. It is a SN2 type reaction. So in SN2 type reaction,
primary alkali halides, secondary halides are inward, but tertiary alkali halides are not inward. Okay, and here what is the solvent here? Tetrahydrofuran is the solvent. It's not a polar solvent, so it does not support the SN1 reaction. Okay, tetrahydrofuran polar aprotic solvent, so it does not support the SN1 reaction. Now tertiary alkali halides are not suitable for the SN2 reaction, so that's why here elimination takes place. So here CH3, CH, double bond CH2, CH3. Okay, very important this one. So lithium iron hydride, that really the H minus. That H minus is a strong nucleophile. Okay, that H minus is strong nucleophile. So actually here, strong nucleophile covers SN2 reaction. Okay, and THF, that is a polar aprotic solvent that covers SN2 reaction, but not SN1. Okay. So here, based on the conditions, this one is not a substitution reaction, this is a elimination reaction. Because polar aprotic solvent not suitable for the SN1 reaction, that means not suitable for the formation of the carbocation. So that's the elimination reaction takes place. Okay, so that's it. So elimination means here H minus from the lithium iron hydride, remove the proton. H minus remove the proton, and then loss of H plus, loss of Cl minus H plus. Okay, but with primary secondary, these are suitable for the SN2 reaction, and H minus strong nucleophile, that is charged nucleophile, so it's suitable for the SN2 reaction. And tetrahydrofuran solvent, generally we are using with the lithium iron hydride, so that the polar aprotic solvent, so suitable for the SN2 reaction. That's it. Okay, but suppose with the first write down this one. First, suppose the primary alkyl halides are treating with sodium borohydride. Sodium borohydride. With sodium borohydride, actually, what is the solvent we can use? Alcohol is the solvent we can use. So here, alcohol is a polar protic solvent. Alcohol is a polar protic solvent. Polar protic solvent favors SN1 reaction. Okay. So here, generally, it is a primary alkyl halide. So here, primary alkyl halides are very less reactive in SN1 reaction. So here it is a very slow reaction. It is a very slow reaction. Now secondary halide. Secondary halide, sodium borohydride. Okay, secondary carbocations are more stable compared to primary. It is ROH, polar protic solvent. That's why ionization takes place. So now here this is attacked by the nucleophile from BH4 minus, so CH2 CH. It is SN1 reaction. But suppose here this tertiary alkyl halide. So generally here sodium borohydride and ROH means SN1 conditions. These are SN1 conditions. ROH polar protic solvent, so SN1 condition. So Cl is replaced by hydrogen. Okay, that's it. With the lithium hydride, tertiary alkyl halides gives alkene. Okay, by sodium borohydride, it is SN1 reaction, and tertiary carbocation is formed in this case. So it is a suitable, that is Cl is replaced by the hydrogen. That's it. Okay. So write this reaction. Aqueous NaOH. Next TSCl, tosyl chloride, and then LiAlH4. That's it. You know the tosyl chloride.